Okay, so anyone who says that, aging isn't a big deal, it really is.
Brian, with your nose so bright,
Not funny.
won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
It's not funny.
So don't worry, guys. Brian's nose is not falling off. What did you have done?
I have rosacea, so my dermatologist zapped me with a laser, but she didn't tell me it was going to look like I put a cigarette out on the end of my nose.
But this is the topic of today's video, which is aging gracefully within the LGBTQ population.
Yeah, that's me. If you didn't guess, I'm the old one.
You don't say.
I got a comment from one of my subscribers recently, and it broke my heart. He was in a long-term relationship, married to his husband, and the husband passed away of COVID in 2020. Oh. Yeah, heartbreaking. He described how lonely he was and the problems that they face as, you age, and what specific and unique challenges there are for older gays. So let's talk about it.
Yeah, I'll tell you, just like, because John and I have this long-distance relationship, so I am by myself. With the pandemic going on, I am working remotely. So I sit at home most of the day by myself, but sometimes it does get really lonely. As you kind of get older, your friend group gets a little smaller too. So there's the challenge of that. So I try to keep that going. And especially now where we're all kind of isolated, I think it's even more important to reach out, to Zoom, to have fun happy hour Zooms, do book clubs on Zoom, do different things that will just keep your friends and your group active, because I haven't been able to play sports in almost a year because
we started playing softball together, and he got onto a team and made a bunch of friends. But you see online, there's a bunch of resources out there, which I'll actually link in the description for this video, for aging LGBTQ people. Older gay people are twice as likely to be lonely as straight people. And in fact, they're 4 times more likely to not have kids. And of course, kids as you age can help you and avoid you from going into a nursing facility or
so as I
like
say,
that.
Take care of your nieces and nephews.
Definitely.
Which I do, and then hopefully they'll take care of you.
So yeah, family can help out, but one of the other things is that people who have experienced prejudice and racial injustice in the past, they may not be so inclined to seek care in the future. So some of these studies are saying that older LGBT people, they're not getting care, they're not seeking care when something goes wrong, and so it delays treatment, and then all of a sudden you have some grave disease, or you're left into a nursing home and you have no support, which is so sad.
Yeah, it's scary.
And they even say that some people socially isolate themselves, or they actually go back in the closet to kind of save themselves. Now, I don't think you could ever go back in the closet. You're just shooting rainbows out of your eyes.
Oh, yeah. That's just what I'm doing.
So rather than me and him telling you how to combat the loneliness and get out there and do things more, like I said, I'm going to link some resources on where you can do just that.
When it comes to aging and then this kind of age gap relationship that we have going on, I have to be honest, I really think about my age all the time. And I know it's just a number, and like in my mind, I'm a 25-year-old. Like, I love doing things.
He really is, like in the gym or on vacations and stuff.
But then, like, my body's like, no, you are not. You can't do the same as him. So it's almost like I have to reset myself and say, I'm good. When people say, oh, you look good for your age, I always say I look good for any age. Taking care of myself is very important, but time is the enemy and there's no fighting that. So it's kind of like you kind of have to accept it and feel comfortable with it. And to be honest, I'm not yet, and that's something I have to deal with. So
even if it means a couple of lasers now and then.
Yeah, it's just like, is there a laser for my entire body?
Well, no, and even like getting into a relationship with someone, a significant age gap, or even less than what we have.
And don't say you have to say significant. Why?
Okay.
Because to be honest, I'll be gone a few years before he will be gone.
How do you deal with a cognitive decline or physical decline or whatever it may be, and when that time comes? And that's, love prevails, of course, but like that, these are things you have to talk about, because otherwise, you want to have a plan.
Right. Yeah, you do. Pull the plug.
Oh, gosh. It's funny. My parents, I just had them do an advance directive, mom and dad.
No, it's important.
Because you have to.
So, because people, like, if something happens, like, even if, something happened to me now, I want someone to be able to make decisions. I mean, obviously my family would help John as well. So.
But, like, it's weird to talk about. And
it's kind of morose,
obviously
it's a little scary.
Yeah, and honestly, the tone of this video is going so far down.
We don't want it to, though.
But yeah, I mean, like, we don't see that happening for forever, like, at least in the immediate future.
Because, well, the one thing that we all have in common, doesn't matter your age group, we are all getting older. Can't stop it, nothing we can do about it. So it is something that's very important that we should talk about.
If you are lonely, if you feel like you're closed in, I mean, get out there and do, like I said, use these resources. Go out and join a sports club or sports teams. Get out in your community and do things.
When it's safe
safe to do it, right? I mean, there's so much out there. Maybe you know what's really tough is if you live in like a rural area, there's not much to do, or I don't even know, because I guess in this area in central Pennsylvania it's similar to that, but there are still outlets to go to and find other like-minded people. Right. You just got to do the work and find it.
Overall, I feel good and I'm aging.
Aging gracefully, and I say men are like wine, they're better with age.
And more expensive.
And on that note, I'm going to go dye my hair gray. Hope to see you in the next one.